Hey guys, in this little video I want to show you what can be done with recycling old hot water cylinders. So I've made a couple of features in the garden, and this can give you some ideas on how to recycle and make use of old low pressure copper cylinders. So this is the first little project that I took on. I took a hot water cylinder, used the top half and the bottom half to make a little water feature, a little waterfall fountain in the garden. So that's the main base, the body of water, and inside is a little pump from a building supplier, a general store, a little water pump, $34, and it just runs non-stop. And so what happens is it's got a little filter and it sucks the water up, pumps it through the bottom of that main tank and then up into the supply tank and waterfall, and there you see it coming out and basically trickling down, and it just does a circle, complete circle. But what I've also done is I took a T off the main line there to this little tap, just for the kids to have a bit of a play with. I'll show you over here. So the water can also just trickle out of there as well. So that's just a nice easy project. Just braze it all together, make some stands. You can see there's a stand for the back there to support it, and one on the other side, and look at that. It really does add feature to the garden. Next project, I built this little shed for my brewing, for my hobby, and just a little man cave for myself. There's my veggie garden, and what I did was I collect the water from the roof, and that goes into an old cylinder as well. The gutter I've just used, I'll show you up here, just used the down pipe, cut it and threw it down the center, folded it over the corrugated iron, and that comes down into my reservoir. And at the bottom I've got a tap there with a hose, and so I can use that then to water the garden, or I get nice clean rainwater. Here's my tomatoes, my veggie garden. Really enjoy the outdoors. And then the third project, this is my pride and joy, and this is a still for stilling mashes to make alcohol. And so this is the main store here, also a copper base cylinder, and that is the condenser. So what actually happens is I've still got the element in to give it heating when we do the mash, and then I've also got over here, I put the gas supply underneath, and that heats up the mash to get it to start to form into vapor. The vapor goes up, alcohol vapor goes through, gets forced through, and goes down into this condenser, which is filled with water. The condensation, the vapor then condenses back to water and drips out over there. So these are all different little projects that I've made, and gives you some ideas of what can be done with old hot water cylinders. This at the bottom over here is just a windbreak for when I put the gas underneath. It can breathe through the top here, but the gas doesn't blow out on a windy day. So when I'm doing a mash, I just use this one over here, and there's the gas underneath to heat it up, and I put that windshield around it and get the mash in there. Now that doesn't have an element like the still, because the still you just put the wash in it, and we've got a flame and an element, and then you can actually get the temperature at the right temperature and keep it there. That's really just for stilling the wash. But when we do the mash, I put the mash into this big pot, get the gas on, get it to 65, and then do the mash in there. I put a filter in here as well, a cloth filter that goes right in, and then with the mash and everything in there you can stir it and there's no obstruction, so that gets cooking very quickly with gas. So those are just a few of the little creations. One more that I got to show you, and I'll show you that now. So this is the other one, a brazier for the garden, a wood-fired brazier, which also doubles up as a wood charcoal barbecue. But what it is it's again a cylinder inner, the copper, on little feet in a bigger copper container, also on feet, but in the bigger copper container is water, as you can see. So the nice thing about this is, as you can see, the grass is nice and green, but if you put water in the bottom container and the fire is just raised above the water, then underneath here you can feel with your hands it's dry and it's cool. There's no heat being transferred. Normally heat would be transferred to the grass and it would burn a patch of grass, but this is really nice because when the water evaporates, you just top it up a little bit and you can put it anywhere on the grass and you'll have nice green grass that doesn't burn the grass. And then, as I said, when the charcoal burns down, it doubles up as a barbecue and you can put your steaks on there. There we go, guys. Well, that's it. A brazier for the garden. We've got some stilling equipment there, the still, the condenser, and a big mash pot to do your mashes in. We've got the little reservoir there from the roof for the water, and then again we've got the garden little water feature, and together that enhances the garden. I'm a plumber, so yeah, that's what I do. Pretty cool, eh? Enjoy the video, guys. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'd love to hear some comments. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye. I'm really excited about next week's video. I'm going to make a Russian potato vodka, and we're going to fire up this main mashing pot here, put the ingredients in, which is potatoes, the main ingredients for vodka, but there'll be a potato with a difference along with some other ingredients. So next week we'll document it, we'll make a video of it, and if that's something you enjoy, well, we're going to go right from starting it, getting it going, steeping it, washing out, and then getting it into the fermenter so that it can ferment for a week or two, and then we'll go through the stilling process. So that'll be a Russian vodka. Like they say in Russian, Mazdarovia, which means, when translated into the vernacular, let's make some vodka. Cheers, guys. See you next week.